It's been an amazing almost 10 years, and we have a great time.
For 10 years, Corey Gamble has been right next to Kris Jenner, in her home, at her side, in the shadows of the most powerful family in reality TV. But now, everything is breaking. Whispers say Kris is ready to end it, and Corey isn't just walking away. He's demanding a payout, or promising to reveal everything he's seen, from private fights in VIP sections to the unfiltered secrets that could shatter the Kardashian empire. This isn't just a breakup, it's a countdown to detonation. In the next few minutes, we're diving deep into the public blow-ups, the tell-all threats, and the kind of secrets that Kris Jenner has spent her life keeping buried. And if Corey talks, it could be the one story the Kardashians can't control. Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble have weathered a decade together, but if the latest whispers are true, this love story might not just be ending. It could be detonating. And if Corey has his way, the split won't be quiet, clean, or free of collateral damage. Word is he's ready to either get paid or start talking. And when the man who's been inside the Kardashian inner circle for 10 years threatens to speak, Hollywood listens. But how did we go from forever date to public arguments, icy glares, and rumors of a tell-all? Let's pull back the curtain. Corey Gamble isn't just packing his bags, he's apparently packing leverage. Multiple sources say Corey has made it clear he's not walking away without a substantial payout for the years he's been Kris's partner, confidant, and, depending on who you ask, part-time protector. This isn't just about romance gone sour. In the Kardashian universe, relationships are intertwined with business, image, and brand value. Corey has been part of the family's public and private moments for nearly a decade. And in Hollywood, information is currency. If he's really threatening to take that currency public, it's a direct hit to Kris's most valuable asset, her control over the narrative. And control is Kris Jenner's favorite commodity. But what happens when that control starts to slip in public? If you were at Beyoncé's Cowboy concert in late July, you might have caught more drama in the VIP section than on stage. Witnesses say Kris and Corey were locked in a tense argument, the kind you can't disguise with a fake smile for the cameras. Moments later, Kris stormed off, visibly frustrated, leaving Khloe Kardashian to step in and console a clearly annoyed Corey. One insider described their dynamic bluntly. They get on each other's nerves. Kris is hard to keep happy, and Corey's patience is wearing thin. This isn't a couple quietly drifting apart behind closed doors. These are public spats, witnessed by fans, dissected by the press, and documented in the age of instant viral content. And every time they're seen fighting, the speculation snowballs. Yet just months ago, the story sounded completely different. Back in early 2025, Kris spoke about Corey with warmth, calling him her forever date in a rare public confession. They'd been spotted enjoying date nights, sharing knowing glances, and presenting a united front at events. For years, Corey played his role perfectly. Supportive, stylish, and willing to blend into the Kardashian orbit without overshadowing it. He wasn't trying to be the next breakout star. He was comfortable as the man by Kris Jenner's side. So what shifted? Friends say it's been building for a while. Small disagreements that turned into bigger arguments, and bigger arguments that started spilling into public view. And the more public those cracks became, the more the story stopped being about a forever date and started sounding like a countdown to a blow-up. And that's when a new rumor changed the tone completely. Rumors are swirling that Corey has made it clear, if Kris won't give him what he considers fair compensation, he'll take his side of the story to print. A tell-all book, not just about their relationship, but about the Kardashian-Jenner empire from the inside. Imagine the headlines, behind-the-scenes fights, unfiltered opinions on family members, private deals, and maybe even unflattering truths about the empire Kris built. If Corey really does have that kind of ammunition, the fallout could be explosive. But here's the thing. Kris Jenner doesn't just hand over the keys to her kingdom. She's known for airtight NDAs, legal firewalls, and a PR instinct that can spin any disaster into a photo op. Which means if Corey's serious, this could turn into a high-stakes game of legal chicken. And in that game, the stakes aren't just emotional, they're massive for the empire itself. The Kardashian-Jenner brand thrives on two things: visibility and control. Every storyline on the family's reality shows, every social media post, every leak. It's all part of a larger strategy. If Corey goes rogue, that strategy could fracture. Insiders say Kris has weathered public crises before: cheating scandals, divorces, even lawsuits. But Corey's situation is different. He's not just a headline. He's someone who's seen the family's most private moments for 10 years. He knows which arguments never made it to air. He knows which rumors have truth behind them. And if he's willing to talk about those moments, it's not just gossip, it's brand damage. It's sponsors reconsidering contracts. It's storylines collapsing. It's a legacy under siege, which is why what's happening now looks more like a negotiation than a breakup. According to sources, Corey's initial demand isn't outrageous by Hollywood standards. Think golden handshake more than jackpot lottery. He wants enough to feel like the decade he spent in Kris's world wasn't just emotionally taxing, but financially worth his while. Kris, on the other hand, isn't the type to pay just because someone asks. She built her empire by driving hard bargains, and paying Corey could set a precedent she doesn't want. If she gives in, it could encourage other ex-partners, assistants, or former friends to try the same tactic. So for now, it's a standoff. Corey signaling he'll speak if he's not paid, Kris betting on her legal muscle to keep him quiet. And while they play this high-stakes game behind closed doors, every public appearance, every awkward red carpet moment becomes another data point in the public's case file. But is Corey bluffing, or is he really ready to pull the trigger? Here's the question on everyone's mind. Is Corey serious about writing this tell-all, or is it just a negotiating tactic? If it's a bluff, it's a risky one. Because once you threaten someone like Kris Jenner, you're not just on her radar, you're on her target list. If it's real, the book could be one of the most talked about celebrity memoirs in years, not just for the Kardashian content, but for the peek into what it's like to be the non-Kardashian in a Kardashian relationship. Publishing insiders are already speculating what he could reveal. From cosmetic procedures to unfiltered family opinions to deals that never saw the light of day. Even if half of it is rumor, the perception alone could be damaging. And perception, in Kris Jenner's world, is everything. For now, both Kris and Corey are still technically together, but together in the way a glass is still together right before it hits the floor. The arguments are getting more public, the rumors louder, and the patience on both sides thinner. Some say the split is inevitable. Others think they'll quietly settle things and move on without the public ever knowing the details. But in the court of public opinion, the trial has already started. And if Corey's playing for leverage, every new rumor, every awkward photo, every unscripted argument only adds weight to his side. They started as an unlikely match, a powerful businesswoman and a man happy to stand slightly out of the spotlight. But now, the spotlight is fully on them and the stakes are higher than ever. If Kris pays, it'll be to protect the empire. If Corey talks, it could be to burn it down. And in Hollywood, where love stories end and legends are made in the same breath, the only guarantee is this: the real story is never what's on the surface.